Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So, as always, I've got a bunch here. I'm just gonna jump right in. So the first fragrance that I wore last week was one that I had been really looking forward to wearing, and I love this so much. This is Amazing Grace Ballet Rose from Philosophy, and oh, it's so good. So I definitely got compliments on this when I wore it. I had people telling me I smelled so good. This is a beautiful, light, bright, citrusy, fruity rose, and I of course layered it over the body lotion, and this combination lasted all day long. Like, it got me through my whole work day. Okay, so Ballet Rose is lychee, rose, peony, white musk, and woodsy notes. It's just a super easy breezy, fruity rose. I love it. This is one that I will be, like, I'll probably kill this one. I'll be wearing this one a whole bunch. So, okay, the second fragrance, or a little fragrance combination I wore, is my Alexandria Fragrances Vinnie Doree, and this is a beautiful, well, this is a dupe of Guerlain's Spiritus Double Vanille, or it's supposed to be. I have never smelled the original, I've never smelled the original Spiritus Double Vanille, so I don't know how good of a dupe this is, but this, I love this. This is a really, really beautiful, very woody, slightly sweet, boozy, dark vanilla fragrance. And I layered it over this Hemp's Spun Sugar and Vanilla Bean lotion, which this, out of the bottle, it doesn't smell much like vanilla, but when it gets on your skin and kind of mixes with your skin chemistry, it does start to smell like vanilla. This also, I did not realize it, but this has like little sparkles in it. So this is like a sparkly lotion. It says it's limited edition, but I don't know. But the combination of these two smelled so, so beautiful. I just smelled like a really beautiful, yummy, woody vanilla all day long. So Vinnie Doree is vanilla, benzoin, incense, ylang ylang, jasmine, cedar, bergamot, Bulgarian rose, and pink pepper. It's good. Yeah, I love it. So that is Alexandria Vinnie Doree. Okay, so little background here. A subscriber here and somebody who I've bought some things off of Mercari from, she contacted me on Instagram, and she asked me if, or she said that, actually, she sent me some videos, which I loved. I loved it so much. So she showed me kind of some of her fragrances that she has, and she wanted to show me that she had a little mini of the original Stella, but it was the Rose Absolute version, and which I've never smelled that before. And she also had a roller ball of the original Stella, and she was like, hey, do you want me to send these to you? And I mean, I of course was like, holy cow, I have wanted that Stella Rose Absolute for, I cannot even tell you how long. And but anyways, she's ended up sending those over to me, and then I'm sending some decants back to her to kind of swap, even though I don't feel like there's anything I could ever send her that would that could make up for those two things that she's sending me. But anyways, because we got to talking about Stella, I got on a Stella kick. So I pulled out, the first Stella I pulled out was my Stella Nude, and I wore this. I adore this fragrance. This is such a gorgeous version of Stella, and I can't remember what year this came out. Oh my gosh, but I love it. The Stella Nude is actually really hard to find too, and I came across this bottle on Mercari, and I was so happy to have come across it. Stella Nude is rose, grapefruit, peony, pink pepper, amber, and vanilla. It's beautiful. It smells like Stella, but it's got that grapefruit in it, which gives it a little bit of a, like, a little bit more brightness in the top. And it's got vanilla in it, so it's got a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a smoother dry down than the original Stella, but the vanilla kind of helps to balance out that grapefruit, and then everything else in between is kind of the same as Stella. It's beautiful. I love it. So that is Stella Nude. And then I also had to wear the original Stella, even though this is the 2014 reformulation, which just cannot hold a candle to the original formulation of Stella, which that also, this whole thing reminded me that I still wanted a bottle if I could ever find of the original Stella. So I got on eBay and thank goodness I found a bottle of the original formulation of Stella. Not only that, I found it in a limited edition bottle. So I am so, so excited. But yeah, so it's only in a 1 ounce bottle, which I don't care. I'll take it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get it to compare it to the old Stella because or to the new Stella, because I've never been able to compare the two. So the fact that I have a little bit of the Absolute coming, a roller ball of the original formulation, as well as another bottle of the original formulation, I'm in Stella heaven right now. This is my favorite, hands down my favorite rose perfume that I've ever smelled. This was my signature for probably a few years. Probably I started wearing it the year it released in 2003, and I wore it until probably 2006 or 2007. I love it. I love it. I went through countless bottles of the old formulation, and I am kicking myself that I didn't just hold on to a little bit of it. Oh, but I love this fragrance. So Stella is rose, peony, mandarin orange, more rose, amber, and woodsy notes. And yeah, I'm over the moon for Stella, and I love it, and I cannot wait to test out the Absolute and to get my bottle of the original formulation. So anyways, that is Stella. The next fragrance that I wore was Angel Muse from Mugler, and it's funny because I don't know why I wore this. I wasn't in the mood for it, and this is one of those fragrances that I really, really need to be in the mood for it. I can't just pull this out and spray it on. It's not that kind of a perfume for me. I do love it, but I do have to want to wear it. And I pulled this out and sprayed it on like it was an easy breezy perfume, and it's not. Not that it's like a challenging perfume for me, but it's not really what I wanted, and I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, so I smelled like this all day yesterday, and I really wasn't feeling it, but I think because I'm really more in the mood for, I don't know, darker, ambery, like those type of perfumes, and this is super, super sweet and nutty, and yeah, it's beautiful though. I mean, it's a beautiful fragrance. Lasts forever too. So definitely don't spray this on unless you want to smell like this for like the whole day, because it's not going to wear off and like allow you to put something else on. You're going to smell like this all day. So it's a commitment for sure. So Muse is pink pepper, grapefruit, hazelnut cocoa spread, patchouli, and vetiver. I'm pretty sure there's more notes than that. That was what was on Fragrantica. It's beautiful. It's a nice fragrance, but like I say, I could probably do with just a decant of this fragrance. But I love the bottle, which is why I keep the whole thing. So anyways, that is Angel Muse. The next fragrance I wore is one that I tested out from one of the fragrances that I just recently picked up from FragranceNet in a decant. This is Montale So Amber, and this actually, after I sprayed this on my skin, I realized this reminds me a ton of the Juicy Couture Majestic Woods. They're the same kind of sweet, kind of like sweet fragrance. They've got the same kind of base. And this does have a touch of that kind of metallic-y musk fragrance that I really, really don't like. But thankfully, it's really, really minimal, and it's really in the background, and it's like I can kind of smell it, but not so much that it bothers me. But this is a really beautiful fragrance. Would I buy a full bottle of this? Probably not, because this is one of those, like the Angel Muse, I would really, really have to be in the mood to wear this. I wouldn't wear this often, probably. Okay, so Amber is Moroccan rose, ambergris, saffron, sandalwood, raspberry, white musk, and vanilla. Really, really beautiful. This stuff lasts forever. Like, I sprayed this on, I don't even know, 8 o'clock in the morning one morning, and I could still smell it even after I went through that whole day and then woke up the next morning. And not just on my clothes either. I could still smell it on my skin. So This perfume is an absolute beast. Probably one of the longest lasting fragrances in my collection for sure. So that is Montale So Amber. And then last but not least, this is my fragrance of the day for today. This is Chloe Love Story Sensuelle. And between the two, this is the one that I like more. I love this fragrance. This is such a beautiful Chloe fragrance. It's got that Chloe DNA. And I love this. So Love Story Sensuelle is orange blossom, yuzu, lemon, pear, heliotrope, passion flower, musk, sandalwood, amber, and cedar. And it's really, really bright. I'll spray a little bit more on. Oh gosh, and when you first spray it, you get all the citruses, that yuzu and just all the citruses, and then the pear, which I adore pear. So you get pear. And then when it dries down, you start to get that beautiful amber. And the thing I love about this fragrance is that the fruity aspects of it, the pear, the yuzu, the citruses, never really go away. The only thing that happens is there's a very slight amount of powderiness from the heliotrope, and then the amber kind of starts to bloom as it warms on your skin, and then you just get this beautiful, fruity, slightly powdery, slightly ambery, really, and it is kind of like a very romantic smelling fragrance. I just love it. So I really enjoy this Chloe fragrance, and again, that is Chloe Love Story Eau Sensuelle. So anyways, guys, those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.